Good evening, everyone. It's Sal Post. How you're doing? Or good afternoon, everyone. It's Sal Post. Well, it is evening where I am. And welcome to Chatterbox. I am Sal Warner. This is Post. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, guys. Hope you're all doing well. This is the live call-in show, guys. So anyone want to call in, anyone want to have anything to say, anyone got anything to say, positive or negative, you're more than welcome to join the show, guys. I'll put the link in the description and on the comments, guys. So if anyone wants to have a chat, anyone wants to talk about anything, lay it off their chest. You know what? If you want to call me names, do it. You know what I mean? The link is in the description, guys. Absolutely. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Stretford Post. Guys, before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video. I mean, I'm literally 500 away from 5,000 subscribers, guys. I started this new live content on 2,000 subscribers, guys. We're now on nearly 5,000 subscribers. So I need you guys to subscribe to it and let's push it up to 5,000 subscribers, guys. That'd be absolutely fantastic, of course. Let me just read through the comments. Of course, big up MUSC now, the legend, of course, my legend. Big up the soggy biscuit of the week, of course, MUFC now. And don't forget, guys, I've got a new show coming Monday to Friday, which is called Soggy Biscuit Show, the Soggy Biscuit Show. Basically, I'll be discussing everything. Basically, news, film, music, entertainment, you name it. I'll be talking about it, guys, on that show. It'll be literally a half an hour, 40-minute show, Monday to Friday. I'm not sure. I'm still conflicted on whether to do it live or to do it pre-recorded. I'm still deciding. You guys can give me some advice in regards to that. I might do it pre-recorded, so you know what, then I can upload it and stuff. But yeah, I've got great guests coming on there. It gives me more flexibility to talk about other things as well in regards to people who don't want to talk about football. I can get people on the show who can talk about other subjects, you know what, like music, like film, for example, and stuff like that. So, you know what, it gives me more. I mean, I know a lot of people, you know, within the industry who don't like football. So, you know, it'd be great to get them on. But don't rest assured, don't worry that Chatterbox and Breaking Dawn are still happening. They are not going anywhere. This is my Manchester United shows, and the Manchester United shows are not going anywhere, guys. Sal Reacts, Chatterbox, and of course, Breaking Dawn. And don't forget Devil's Digest as well, which was every Wednesday as well with Mark N, guys. Devil's Digest. I hope you joined me for Devil's Digest yesterday and became a digestive, of course, guys. Absolutely. So your main aim for this week is to become a digestive and a soggy biscuit. So what? That is the dream team. You know what I mean? And a chatterboxer as well. Absolutely. Jim Watkins, how you doing, the legend? I'm here waiting. Big up, Jim. You legend. Much love to you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is blessed with you, my friend. Big up, big up. Sal, you can name a few show, whatever you like. You can name the new show, whatever you like. I just feel like that soggy biscuit has got a ring to it. You know, something was calling out to me, you know, from a distance. Soggy biscuit, soggy biscuit, soggy biscuit. And you know what? I follow my intuition. You know, I follow my intuition. And when people say that, you know what? I was eating my digestives today and I thought, you know what? Soggy Biscuit Show. Why don't I name that? It's a great name for a morning show, isn't it? You know, absolutely great name. Before someone else steals it, of course, Kazi in the chat, you know, he was trying to copyright my names and stuff like that. But you know what? The Soggy Biscuits of the week, of course, it was even mentioned on a couple of other streams, you know, recently, Soggy Biscuits, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know what? I got to take that, you know, why it's hot. You know what I mean? Why it's hot. Big up, big up. Big up, everyone. Big up, Jim, of course. Big up. Don't forget, it's a link to the stream, guys. If you want to join the stream, if you can, you're more than welcome. It is a live call-in show. You know what? Anyone who wants to join, absolutely great. So how are you? I'm good, Jim. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. How was your cycling? I hope it was good, mate. Absolutely. I would love to do the cycling. I really do. I would love to get myself a bike. I just don't have anywhere to put it, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know where to put my bike if I get a bike. I mean, I remember when I was younger, I used to have this, like, do you remember the old Wildcat bikes, the ones with a little screen on the front of it? Do you remember? I took the screen off that bike and I used to ride around my East London in it. You know, it was so small as well. I was literally much bigger than a bike. You know, I was literally a few years older than a bike. So it's basically like a kiddie bike. You know, the only thing it didn't have 4 wheels. Luckily enough, it had 2 wheels, guys. Just so you know, absolutely. Jim, Sal, I left you a message earlier. Yes, you did, Jim. Absolutely. Now, in regards to the soggy biscuits, all right, soggy biscuit of the week. Chatterboxer, the chatterboxers and stuff, the soggy biscuits are going to be the people who are on this stream. They're basically on this stream, right? And they've been here for a long time. So the Soggy Biscuits, the Chatterboxers, and the Breaking Dawners are all members of this great community that we are building as we speak, guys. And those are the people, who've been there for a long time. The Soggy Biscuits, the Chatterboxers, the Breaking Dawners, absolutely. I like Soggy Biscuit so much that I thought I'm going to name a new show Soggy Biscuit, of course, guys. So the new show is coming very soon, guys. If you have a look here, here's the flyer. Here we go. There's me in all my glory, guys. Absolutely. I hope that's coming Monday to Friday. I'll be talking about news, sports, showbiz, anything you like. I won't only be recording in the studio as well. I'll be going out and about and stuff like that and talking like that. That picture doesn't do me justice. It does look like I've got a bigger nose than my nose actually is at the end of the day, if that is indeed possible, guys. So that is Soggy Biscuit coming Monday to Friday, guys. So don't forget to tune in. Now, Manchester United are playing, of course. Man United are playing tonight, 7:30 p.m. UK time. I will be live for the watch along, guys. You know what? Giving the lowdown, giving the team selection. Going to be very interesting, that team selection. Will he play Xerxes as number 10 and keep Eriksen in the middle? Will he play the double pivot? And will he play Eriksen as number 10? What will he do? It's interesting to see Erik ten Hag's lineup for this game. I'm excited to see the lineup, if I'm being totally honest with you. I'm excited about this game, of course. We've got Erik ten Hag versus Jose Mourinho. We've got Ugarte and Casemiro, maybe, against Amrabat and Fred, ex-Man United, of course. So you know what? It's going to be very exciting. I'm convinced we're going to win this game. I do believe we'll win this game. But what I would say is that isn't the end. We have to go on a run now. We're too low in the league. We're too low in both leagues, to be honest. If I'm being totally honest with you, there's a big chance that we're going to qualify for this Europa League group if we win. But a draw won't be the end of the world. I would rather draw this game than draw the West Ham game. My aim would be to win that West Ham game. That West Ham game is so important. We are going to qualify from this Europa League table, of course, guys. You know what? If we don't qualify from this table, I mean, how many teams is there? 26 teams or something like that. I don't think we should even be in the tournament, to be honest, if that's the case. 24 teams qualify, I believe. 24. The first 8 go straight through. The next, I think it's the next 10 or so, isn't it? The next 10, they basically the next 20 or 15 go through on a playoff. So that would mean more games in March, of course, guys. So we don't want any more games in March, of course, guys. Don't want any more of that, if we're being honest with you. No more. So it'd be good if we finished in the top 8. We should finish in the top 8. Very important we finish in the top 8. We don't want any more games. Our squad is thin as it is, let alone having to play more and more games, guys, as you know. Absolutely. Let's go. Comments. Does the word Soggy Biscuit have a negative or rude meaning? I had to read it, and no, it doesn't have a rude meaning, Jim. Basically just means soggy biscuit. That's it. A biscuit that dipped in tea. In England, we dip biscuits in tea. And basically, when a biscuit gets soggy, it drops off. So basically, I'm using it as a morning show sort of theme. Soggy biscuits, it's like Limp Biscuit, a bit like that kind of thing. So a soggy biscuit is... It's a compliment. It's my new slogan. Lots of people are saying Soggy Biscuits. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that as well. I'm going to use that, and it's going to be the Soggy Biscuits. We are the Soggy Biscuits. I'm going to get a T-shirt with a Soggy Biscuit on it, my friends. Absolutely, that's what it's going to be about. It's a showbiz show. I'm releasing a show called Soggy Biscuits. So if it was rude, I would get demonetized, Jim. If I had anything rude in regards to it. Basically, it's so because I like the name and I like the sound of it, and I think it's going to have a ring to it, and I think many people will buy into it and stuff like that because it is commercially good. I like the name, and I feel like doing a show like that, like a showbiz kind of show, a bit old-fashioned kind of thing, what they used to have in the old days and stuff. It'd be great to do that. I'm looking forward to doing it, and hopefully all you guys can be involved. Barman, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream, you legend. Hope you're doing good. Big up, Sal. Big up, Barman. Hope everything is cool with you. What you up to today, my friend? We will beat West Ham. I really hope so, because West Ham, right? West Ham do like playing against Manchester United. I know that they lost 4-1 to Tottenham Hotspur, but you know what? Their game usually, their main game of the season is against Manchester United. That's what they do. They rep themselves up for that game. We have lost 2 titles against West Ham. Let's not forget, we lost the title in 1995 at the old Upton Park, of course, in Green Street, near Forest Gate, of course, my neck of the woods. Remember when Man United went there and they needed a win. But even Liverpool did us a favor by beating Blackburn Rovers, but we couldn't do the job. We drew West Ham. We needed to beat West Ham, and West Ham played like prime, the best team in the world. I mean, Luda McCloskey was unbelievable. You couldn't. I mean, you know what I mean? Nothing was going past him. Nothing was going past him. He would have saved a golf ball, for goodness sake, if we shot golf balls at him. He was mad, absolutely, on that day. You know, I saw you earlier, and you said that Soggy Biscuit. And what do you mean? I watched it earlier. So yeah, Soggy Biscuit, absolutely. I think I just explained myself to Soggy Biscuits. Soggy Biscuit is my new slogan for the morning show, which is coming. It's going to be 9 a.m. Monday to Friday, guys. Monday to Friday, absolutely. So it's not going to do this. We got the Soggy Biscuits, we got the Breaking Dawners, we got the Chatterboxes. So basically, the Breaking Dawners are the ones who join me every morning on the Breaking Dawn, 7 a.m. UK time. Then there's Then there's going to be the Soggy Biscuits at 9 a.m. UK time, and then there's going to be the Chatterboxes at obviously 2 p.m. UK time, guys. And obviously, I do the watch-alongs as well, guys. So yeah, definitely big up. Absolutely. But you know what? Really looking forward to this game, guys. As I said, I do believe that we're going to win the game. I've got a confident feeling about it. You know, going into this game, it's going to be important that we start the game well and we're mentally strong, because, you know, going to Istanbul, it's going to be very difficult. There's going to be fireworks. There's going to be noise. Obviously, there's going to be the extra spice of Jose Mourinho and, you know, Amrabat and Fred. And did you see the comments by Amrabat in regards to Jason Wilcox? Amrabat has been saying that he would have signed for Manchester United if it wasn't for Jason Wilcox, and that Erik ten Hag wanted to sign Amrabat. How do you feel about that, guys? Very, very controversial, of course, adding a little bit of masala into the game tonight, of course, guys. You know what? The biggest problem that Man United are going to face is the rivalry between the players, because obviously they're going to want to prove something to Man United. Amrabat is going to want to prove something. Fred is going to want to prove something. So we have to be ready, and we have to be smart. We have to understand that, you know what, they're going to go for this game and they're going to want to show Erik ten Hag what they're missing. It's a natural thing, isn't it? You know, that's what they're going to want to do. So we have to be on our toes right from the start, guys. They got Maxine, yes, and let's not forget, Saeed. How you doing, Saeed? Hope you're doing well. Let's not forget that Maxine has given us problems in the past. He has crucified us. Not crucified, I wouldn't say that bad, but he has given us a lot of problems in the past, guys. Absolute problems on that wing. He is pacey. I don't know how he is nowadays. I haven't kept track with obviously Saint Maxime, but you know what? I always rated him. I always felt that he was a little bit underrated, if I'm being honest. I always felt that one guy, I wouldn't mind him at Man United. The only problem with him was his final ball, his final product. But when he runs at you, it is dangerous. You know, it's dangerous. So we're going to have to be careful with that. And this is why I want more balance in the team. I want more balance so we can defend the areas a little more comfortably than we would, of course. Jim, if you go to Google and type in definition of the word, there is a rude definition of the word. Have a look. So I don't know what you mean. I'm okay with it. I understand your meaning. Let me have a look. Jim. All right. What is the meaning of a soggy biscuit? I know what a soggy biscuit is. You know, dip in tea. But you know what? Some people make. I say, which what is it? Stand around. There is actually a rude meaning to it as well. Bloody hell. I didn't even know that. Let me write this down. Let me write this down as well. Yeah. Ten Hag wanting to keep a player he benched most the season is weird. Which player is that? Which player is that, Zayed? Which player is that? Which player is that? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I go by Jim. I go by the actual meaning of those things. Anything could be interpreted, of course, guys, into what you want to interpret it in. They want to interpret it into. But I just go by what I know what a soggy biscuit is, which is a biscuit which is dipped in tea. You know, and that is what I have. That is the definition for me. You know what I mean, guys? So you know what? It's nothing rude for me. It's actually I'm the one with the innocent mind here, guys. I'm the innocent one here. I've got the innocent mind. These Google lot, you tell you what, these Google lot, they do a lot of rubbish. Big up Mission Advance. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing. Please beat the ex-Tottenham manager team. I hope we beat them. I hope we beat the Mission Advance. It's also an ex-Man United manager. Of course, you know what? It's going to be a very, very tight game. A game that, you know what? Both managers are not going to want to lose. They're not going to want to lose the game, of course, guys. Greetings, Zayed. Greetings, everyone. Of course, got to score first today. Absolutely. You know what? One thing I do, I'm a little bit concerned about Man United in recent times is that when we score, we seem to concede straight away. You know the old saying, "You're most weakest when you score a goal," and I think that really that fits into the narrative of Manchester United. You know, because we do it all the time. Even when we go 2-0 up, we're never quite safe. You know, we never close up the game. We never like feel like comfortable within the game. We got to start feeling comfortable. And I'll be honest with you, against Brentford, it's the first time in a long time that I've actually felt comfortable. I've actually felt comfortable about it. Actually, at the end of it, it's the first time in a long time. Hey, Jim. Yeah, big up, Jim. Of course, big up. Start only Anthony today, and I'm sure he will score today because of the anger he is holding in since last 6 months. I don't think he will. He will play today. I don't think. I think there's there's something going on there. I don't think he's going to be playing for Man United anytime soon. If I'm being totally honest with you, the next game he probably plays will be in the League Cup against Leicester City. I don't think he'll be playing tonight. Of course, many people have said to play him as the left back. You know what? I wouldn't mind that, but obviously, as we saw, he started arguing with the players, etc. I mean, very, very unprofessional when he was asked to be put at left back before. Do you remember when he came on the pitch? He was grimacing, his face was all like that and stuff like that, you know. And to be honest with you, if he doesn't want to play left back, we can't rely on him to play left back because you know what, he won't be his best, you know, and we need the best at the end of the day. I mean, I would have just played Johnny Evans and Martinez as a left back, but you know what, we can't play Johnny Evans because he's playing too many games. He's nearly 40, for crying out loud. We can't keep playing Johnny Evans in that position. We have to play Martinez, you know, sometimes, and move Dalot to the left and Mazraoui on the right hand side. Of course, I'm pretty certain we can handle that. Fenerbahce do have a good team, full of individuals, though. As I said, they are fourth in the Turkish league behind Samsunspor, Besiktas, and Galatasaray, guys. So at the end of the day, you know what? We're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to play what we have to play, and I feel that we'll be all right tomorrow. I really feel that we'll be all right tonight, and we'll win. Jim, okay, so I was conflicted. I needed to clear that up. Jim, you've made me think about a lot of things right now. Really, a lot of things, to be honest with you, mate. Thank you. First of all, because you know what, I've looked that up, and yeah, obviously it does come up with this stuff and everything like that. There are other meanings to it, so I'm going to delve into that a bit later on today. And you know what, have to reconsider things and stuff like that. But thank you, Jim. Big up, Jim. Zayed, do you think Anthony leaves in January? I think he might go on loan. I mean, he's looking for first team football, Zayed. I think, you know what, I have nothing against Anthony. I just don't think Manchester United is the right club for him. I really don't think that is the right place for him. I feel he's not getting first team football. Obviously, Erik ten Hag has, you know, he's gone out of favour with Erik ten Hag now. So I just believe that, you know what, he needs to find something different now because we can't carry these players on astronomical wages. He needs to play football. I wouldn't mind him going back to Ajax. You know, if he goes back to Ajax, even if it's on loan, just to regain his form or something. I just don't think he's got that quiet. You know, that's something that you need. You know, when you're playing for Manchester United, you need that little bit of something, don't you? Of course. Man, one of my friends always find it funny meaning or bad meaning of everything I say. You know what, Mission Advance, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. You know what, there's meanings for everything. Everything can be twisted, but you know what? We have to be careful what we say online and the things that are interpreted. Some people can interpret it the wrong way, of course, guys, you know, and some people can say that, you know, it means that. I mean, in my life, you know, I mean, I've got an innocent mind, of course, guys. You know, I've got an innocent mind. I never thought it meant what I thought it meant, but you know what? Who cares? I mean, let them cry if the media want to cry. You know, if anyone wants to cry, of course, no one's crying here. We don't care. You know, at the minute, this community don't care. Jim don't care. No one cares. But you know what? Other people might. But you know, so I have to go and look it up a little bit. I have to go and look at the meanings and stuff like that and the stipulations and stuff. Because you know what? Jim makes a very good point. You know what? And I love that about Jim because at the end of the day, he went out of his way to look it up and he's let me know of obviously what that a meaning means. And that is what it's about. As this community always looking after each other. Love it. Love it, of course. Big up. Zaid Evans is injured. Probably, I'm not surprised. Absolutely. So it's true that Lindelof is starting. I'm a bit worried. I hope not. I really hope not. If Lindelof starts, that means that Martinez is playing on the left, which isn't too bad. But I just find Lindelof very passive. I think he's our worst defender, if I'm being totally honest with you. He's passive. He's slow. He's a bit sluggish, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Lindelof. I don't think I've ever been a big fan of Lindelof. I think he's a decent pro, but I don't think he's the kind of defender that, is going to take us forward. I can't wait until Euro comes back, guys. I can't wait until Euro's back in the side, guys. And you know what? Well, he hasn't even been in the side. Well, he's been in the side in pre-season, but I can't wait till he's in the proper side, playing competitive football, guys. I can't wait. Absolutely. Play the United style of football, and nobody can United expect Arsenal. Mission advance. You know what? Big up yourself. Big up Arsenal, of course, playing the decent stuff. Of course, guys, you're playing tonight, isn't it? Is it tonight or is it to next week you're playing? Oh, no, you won against Shakhtar Donetsk 1-0, of course, guys. Of course you did. You won against Shakhtar Donetsk. You know what I want to say to people? People were calling the Premier League a Farmers League. I would like people to look at that Champions League group state table right now and look who's at the top. There's to look us at the top and you'll see, you know what? It's at in Premier League is killing it right now. They're killing it right now at the end of the day. And Zayed, Sancho was shocking on Sunday. People who mock the price we got aren't laughing now. 300k a week off the books too. You know what? I told you guys, wait until December. Let's judge Sancho in December. I said it at the beginning of the season. Let's judge Sancho in December. Let's see what happens in December. And then we go from there, guys. Because at the end of the day, you cannot change the spots on a leopard. You cannot treat an old dog new tricks. That is what I would say about that, and that is Sancho to a T, guys. To a T, obviously, of course, guys. Big up Sound of Chatterboxes. Big up Stephanie. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back, you legend. Mission Advance, bro. So you're telling me that you guys will play 3 wingers after January. That is crazy risk. It's a crazy risk. It is a crazy risk, which is why it is a rumor, Mission Advance. It is a rumor. We have got Ahmad. We've got Garnacho. We've got Rashford, of course. We've also got, obviously, Ahmad, who can move to the number 10, and we can obviously move basically, who else we got? Let me think who else we got. We got Ahmad can move to number 10. With Rashford, we got Garnacho as well. And then you can also move Xerxes out as well. Xerxes can play in that front 3 as well. Bruno can move out wide as well. Bruno can play on the right or the left as well. We can, but you know what? It is a little bit risky. I agree with you, Mission Advance. But you know what? Anthony has said that he wants first-team football. He wants first-team football, and the only way he's going to do that is by going on loan. I don't think we should loan him out. I think we should keep him. I think we should use him. If he's a left foot, we should tell him, look, you're going to play a left footer. You're going to play at the left back. That's what I would say. Big up everyone. Big up Jim. Big up Jim, of course. I believe so. Big up Jim, legend. Big up Stephanie, all the legends in the house. Of course, Lindelof is not even that bad. I mean, he is bad, but Mazraoui is not fit enough, I guess. I wouldn't play Lindelof as a right back, Mad Advanced. If I'm being totally honest with you, that would be a recipe for disaster. I would play Dalot on the right. I would play Lindelof as a centre back, and I'll play Martinez as a left back. I would not play Lindelof as a right back. That would be a big mistake. He's slow. He's sluggish. Against Saint Maxime. Imagine him against Saint Maxime. My goodness me, we're going to get cooked on that side if we play Lindelof on that side, guys. So we have to be careful not to play the wrong team. We have to treat them with respect, this Fenerbahce side. They're a good side, and we're going to have to be careful of what team we play, of course. We need warriors. That centre-back Lindelof isn't, sadly. He's not a centre-back. He's not a warrior. Absolutely not. He's far away from a warrior as you can possibly be. He's the guy hiding in the background. He's not a warrior at all, guys. Absolutely not. He's very passive. I wouldn't say he's rubbish, but I also wouldn't say he's a Manchester United defender, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. So it's not that easy thing to question something, but I did look into it. One word can have multiple meanings. People can say one thing innocently. They can, yes, but also we have to be careful on what we put out there as well. I don't want anyone trying to banter the channel or anything like that. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest with you. But you know what? I have a different meaning to things. I've never heard of that before till tonight. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have to look it up and reevaluate everything and stuff like that, guys. But yeah, I do want to do another show. I want to do another show, and I want to do a show during the midweek, of course, guys. Obviously, suggestions are welcome. Suggestions about time and etc. are welcome, you guys. So I wouldn't. I do want to have a show where I talk about everything, because on this show, Jim, we talk about a lot of things. We don't just talk about football, we talk about everything. So I want to make a show which is dedicated to everything, everything, whether it's media, whether it's news, whether it's music, whether it's film, and showbiz, of course, guys. So, you know what? Definitely. Big up, Jim. Mount can play as a winger as well. Absolutely mad advances. Let's not forget about Mason Mount. But what is going on with Mason Mount? When are we going to start questioning Mason Mount? Mason Mount, how much football has he played in the last year? This is a problem, mad advances, that we're having right now with these players getting injured too much. We got obviously Malaysia and we got Shaw, who, I've forgotten what they look like. We haven't played them. They haven't played enough football, for goodness sake, Absolutely. No, you're funny, Sal. Lindelof hiding. Absolutely. Lindelof is hiding in the bushes. You know what? We're all in the trenches running out and stuff, and he's hiding in the mud. Lindelof, of course. I just think he's a little bit passive. I don't think he has the physical strength. You know what? He'll be a good defender for like an Everton, for like basically a Southampton type defender. He'd be someone like that. I don't think he's a Man United defender. And you know what? If he plays tomorrow, he will get exposed. I would rather not. It's sad that we have Euro injured, of course, injured. We can't catch a break in regards to injuries. The best players are getting injured, of course. And so, you know what? I would have liked to see Euro coming in, and Euro be back in November. He can't come back soon enough, if I'm being totally honest. I want to see a left foot on the left back. It would be a lot better. As you saw on the weekend, that when we played the left back at the left foot on the left back, you know what? There was more balance to the team. There was much more balance to the team, guys. I'm putting the link back in the stream, guys. If anyone wants to join me, don't be nervous. Don't be. I'm putting it in. Absolutely. Mad Advance said, Sal, do you think we will have someone like Vidic? I think De Ligt is our new Vidic. I really do. I think De Ligt is our new Vidic. I think De Ligt is going to be a very big signing. He's a very underrated signing. A lot of people are writing him off, calling him weak, calling him slow, but they have no idea how good this player can be. As you can see with Bayern Munich right now, they miss him. That's why there was a petition not to sell De Ligt to Manchester United. We're lucky we got him. And you know what? I'm really excited about De Ligt going forward. You know what? When Vidic first signed, it reminds me of when Vidic first signed for Man United. Vidic weren't playing well. It took him time to get used to Premier League. This reminds me of De Ligt a little bit. He's starting to show signs, though. He's starting to show signs. And one thing I liked, not only the fact that he had blood on his head and stuff like that, but the fact that he was passionate on the touchline. He wanted to get on that pitch and he wanted to defend. He was kicking the wall and stuff like that. And that's what I want to see from a Man United. And I want to see a bit of passion. I want to see a bit of heart. That's what we've been lacking that over the years at Man United, of course, guys. So, when I see that, it's refreshing. Yes, I know where the standards should be. I know where Man United should be. I know where we should be. And at the end of the day, these small signs, show signs that we're getting to where we need to be. With the right players, with the right mentality, we will get to where we need to be, guys. Big up, Mad Advance Sid, of course. Let me read. Sorry, I just missed a comment. Dark Row. Sal, we also need to talk about blood pressure and diabetes. Yes, we can talk about that if you want to talk about that, Dark Row. I'm absolutely open to that if you want to talk about that, my friend. Absolutely. If that's what tickles your fancy. Absolutely. Definitely, you can talk about that, Dark Row, if you want to talk about that. Where do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it on this show, or do you want to talk about it on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday on the new show, which is coming out, of course, guys? You can talk about it on there and let me know what your feelings are on it at the end of the day. Is it something close to you? Absolutely. Big up. Mason Mount is handsome. That's why he's getting some extra backing. I'm joking. It's not true. Mason Mount is handsome. That's why he's getting backing. My goodness me. Mason Mount is Mason Mount. Mason Mount's getting backing because his name's a Mason. Because he's a Mason, my advance said. And if you know, you know. One thing I will never talk about online is politics, Sal. You know what? On the news show, I'm going to bring in whatever anyone wants to talk about. I'm going to talk about. I don't want to talk too much about what's going on in the Middle East. Obviously, you know what? This channel, this YouTube and stuff like that. You know, I mean, they'll demonetize me if I did that. You know, there are other people who have been demonetized because they've been talking about obviously the Middle East and stuff like that. You know, and we have to understand that, you know what, this is an American company, and you know what America stands for, don't you? So at the end of the day, you know, I wouldn't be talking too much about politics. It'd be more about showbiz, news, all different types of sports as well, music, stuff like that. That kind of thing I'll be talking about. I'm not going to delve too much into the controversies of obviously politics, of course, guys. Do you want me to be found in a ditch somewhere? I don't want to be found in a ditch, Jim. So you know what? Nah, absolutely not. Stephanie, 7 likes, 42 watches, early likes, please to grow, channel grow. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash the like. It's very important for the algorithms. And you know, algorithms, they love to algorithm, don't they? So we need the algorithms to do the algorithm work, don't we? So please smash the likes on the show, guys. It increases the popularity of the show, and it grows and it grows and it goes up that table of obviously fan channels and stuff like that, if you can call it such a thing. Matt is coming back next week. Don't worry, he will be back before sure. Do you know what? One thing I said, like, you know what, we were talking about Mazraoui last week. He had a heart problem and he had a heart procedure. You know what? He's coming back before Luke Shaw. There's players who have had far more serious things going on, but he's coming back before Luke Shaw. When is it come to a time that we have to think about Luke Shaw, you know, leaving the club? Because at the end of the day, we can't be relying on these players. We're not a charity. We're not a hospital. We're not A&E. We're Manchester United at the end of the day. We can't be looking after these players who never play football. We need footballers to play football on the football pitch. That is what usually happens. And that's what should happen, to be honest with you. So, you know what, Luke Shaw, you know, I like the player. I think he's a brilliant player. Of course, he scored the goal against Italy in the final of the European Championships, but he seems to only play for England. Whenever it comes to playing for Man United, you know, he doesn't want to play anymore. He doesn't, you know, something comes up, or he's got a back strain, or he's broken nail or something like that, or, you know, he's got a scratch, or he's got a bruise or something like that, you know, paper cut, something like that, anything to get off a game, of course. Manatuta, Jim Watkins said Prime Minister and Modi have agendas. Modi met with the Kazakhstan, was it Kazan? Kazan in Russia. Representatives and stuff. Ruben Kazan. You remember Ruben Kazan, a football team? Of course, I haven't heard much about Russian football recently, of course, with everything going on. They don't play football anymore. Sal, someone is trying to go political here, bro, thinks he is him. I mean, I can go political. I can go very political. And my political beliefs, you know what, you know, at the end of the day, you have two options in life, right? You have two options in life. You can go political and you can go all in for it, right? But if you go political, you have to go all in for it. You don't want to be deemed a hypocrite. If you want to go political and you want to have a belief, you have to go all in for it. You can't be preaching. And that's one thing I would always say in regards to that. You know, I don't like talking about things if I'm not making an impact. You know, if I'm not making an impact to a certain place, if I feel for that place and I'm not making an impact on that place, I you know what, I wouldn't mention it too much, because at the end of the day, unless I'm contributing to it. But what I would do, I would probably do something like a charity show or something like that, you know, with an official charity to raise some money for them. And hopefully all the 100% of the proceeds go to there, of course, guys. So I might do that. Sometimes. I might do a charity show sometime and do things like that. But I try to stay away from politics, because at the end of the day, they're all the same people. As that Egyptian comedian said yesterday, what did he say? It's who can be Israelis' best bitch. He said that on obviously Piers Morgan show. Of course, that famous Egyptian comedian, of course, he said it on the Piers Morgan set yesterday. He said basically Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are in competition who can be Israel's biggest bitch. Basically, that's what he said yesterday at the end of the day. Funny, absolutely spot on. And even Piers Morgan is starting to go on the side of him, of course, guys. Very intelligent guy, comedian, of course. That guy, absolutely. He comes here all the time to the UAE. Man Luteta, he is never my prime minister. Hell no, absolutely. I don't know much about him. I don't really follow. I think they're all the same. They're all the same. They're the same fist up their backside, but a different puppet on the top. That's basically what it is, you know, and that's how I would say it. Basically what it is. Same fist, different puppet on top, up their backside. Absolutely. Sal, in the new show, we should talk about our failures as well. I mean, failures in life or failures about Manchester United. Manchester United, I could basically write a book about that, you know, the last 10 years. But yeah, we can talk about anything, Darko. Absolutely. We're going to be talking about, I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot of showbiz stuff and stuff like that. A lot of things like to do with, you know, Grammys and Oscars and things like that, and music and stuff like that, you know, and other things as well. And also, obviously, you can ask me anything and we're going to talk about anything, and we're going to let the show flow. The reason I called it Soggy Biscuits is because the show is going to flow. The show, you know, it can go anywhere. It can drop off anywhere. It can go anywhere. It can drop off anywhere. So that's why I called it that, because I want the show to be about everything. You know, I want it to be about, you know, life, your life, my life, what, you know, politics, small amount of politics, sport, football, music, fashion, whatever it is, I want to talk about it. And I want to get people on the show, of course, guys. You know what? It'd be great to get someone from a fashion label or something and talk about a fashion icon or something like that, and just talk to them about what's their favorite What's their favorite label? What's their favorite fashion designer? Who is it? You know what I mean? I always wanted to do things like that. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. As a fashion guru myself, of course, guys, as you know, I definitely want to talk about fashion and stuff like that, guys. Absolutely. You never know what can bring of it. You never know what I can make of it. Definitely. Absolutely. Talking about politics on YouTube is like drinking alcohol in the front of a police car. Mad Advance 6, spot on, my friend. You said it spot on there. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is run by algorithms and YouTube can pick up words, right? It's all done with AI. So if I basically start shouting and screaming and the viewers will go up. For some reason, they'll go up. It's not that everyone can hear me. It's that the fact that the AI, they spot it and they get words. It's like GPT, of course, they get the words and then they capture buzzwords. So those are the buzzwords, and they capture the buzzwords, and then obviously the video goes up, and then other people see it, and then people click on it, and that's how it works. At the end of the day, you know what? The technology is used, especially with Google and multi-billionaire companies like that. So you know what? I just try to keep it kind. One thing I try to do is just keep it kind with everyone. Just keep it good with everyone. Keep kind with everyone. And that's how it should be at the end of the day. You know what? None of us can control what's going on at the moment, no matter what we do. But one thing we can do is try and help and you know what, be there for people and stuff like that. And that's how we should be. You know, Mount ranting and raving. It's a bit like, you know, those Ten Hag outers who go outside Old Trafford and start screaming their heads off, you know, F this, bull fraud, you know, peanut head and stuff like that, all that stuff that I don't agree with. You know, it's a bit like them. You know, it reminds me of them a little bit. And you know what, I don't like doing that. You know, when I shout, when I scream, you know what, I talk about it passionately. I like to make a joke as well. I like to make people laugh. Some people find me funny, some don't, of course. Can't please everyone. Some say potato, some say potato. Was it patata? Or some say tomato, some say tomato. That's it. Greetings, Manatuta and Garko. Big up, Jim. Big up, big up. Of course, Jim, where have you been, bro? Mate, this guy has been rolling in his money, counting his money. He's been counting his money all week, mate. He's been counting it all week. I am not defending, but calf injury is not a joke as well. It's tough to come out of that. I mean, it is tough to come out of that, but there comes a time that we have to think about, you know what, the club first. And he played for England pretty fine, you know, and he's done that a couple of times, Mad Advanced, not just once, you know. So we have to think about what's best for Manchester United now. We have to think like a big club, basically, which we are. We're an elite club. We have to think about a big club. And what Real Madrid do? What would Barcelona do? What would they do to a player who has missed 300 games in 10 years, which is 5 seasons, guys, 5 years of football? What would they do in regards to that? What would they do? Eric Two Hog, Simon Khan, how you doing, my friend? Famous name, Simon Khan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope everything is good. Eric Two Hog, Eric Two, Jose Mourinho Neil tonight, guys. Absolutely. Thank you, Simon. I know that's what you mean. I hope our medical team has been restrained on applying bandages to head wounds. I couldn't believe what happened at the weekend, Steph. At the end of the day, you know what? He had a cut on his head and they put a plaster on the cut. They put a plaster on the cut, which led to him going off the pitch, which led to the corner being taken. And where he would have been standing, it was a goal for Brentford. You know, absolutely kamikaze. Absolutely. Kazi kamikaze. Kazi ain't in the stream today. Kazi kamikaze. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, you know, incompetence of the highest order. And our medical team have been absolutely ridiculous for the last few years. It's been crazy. And we've been screaming out to have a new medical team for a very long time now, guys. You know what? We need to think about getting a new medical team because these medical teams are obviously, these medical personnel are obviously not doing their job properly if they don't know how to put a bandage on someone's head when it's bleeding. Not only that, usually when player has a head injury, usually they go off to have a scan because you know what, it is dangerous to have a head injury, you know, and you can get concussion, etc. And you can have an injury on your brain without you even knowing. So I thought that was meant to be put into play as well. I thought anyone who gets a head injury has to go off and get a head scan. That's what I thought. I thought that was implemented, but obviously not. Obviously they felt, you know what, he's fine. Zaid, we're all anti-IDF. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. One thing I would say is we can impact lives by being positive, creating energy, great energy, or be negative. Absolutely. One thing about it, Jim, though, is like we live in, you know what they say in this world? I say it right this, and I say it very clearly, right? And I was told this. Being an angel in a world full of devils is suicide. And that is one thing. You know, you can try your best. But you know what? This world is run by the elites, and you know what? You have to be careful as well. You know, you have to look after yourself as well. There was an influencer on TikTok, she was found unalived in obviously a park or something like that. She was a big basically campaigner against P. Diddy and Beyonce and Jay-Z. Right. So you know what? There's certain people that know certain people that know certain people, you know, and that is the problem. And when you start to get big and you start slagging someone off and stuff like that within industry, I urge you to look at videos of obviously Jay-Z and Beyonce. Every single celebrity that wins an Oscar, that wins a Grammy, that wins a music awards, an MTV Music Awards, always thanks Beyonce. Why? Why do they always thank? I like to thank Beyonce. Why do they always thank Beyonce? Why do they always thank Beyonce? You know, at the end of the day. And the same thing, you know, what happened with Amy Winehouse and stuff like that. The same thing, you know, she spoke out about it, and you know what? Apparently drug overdose, apparently stuff like that. You know, the same thing as with the One Direction guy, of course, you know, apparently, you know, spoke out against it, and what happened to him as well. Zaid, Kamala Harris, a person of color, should know better. Not necessarily. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what? A person of color, many people of color in the industry, you know what? And in fact, you know what? A lot of them do get enticed by money. Money is a powerful thing. Money is evil at the end of the day, as some people say, you know, and it's just the fact that some people want to they don't care about anything else. They just care about their ego, whether you're black, white, Asian, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, people care about their ego more. Becoming the president of the United States is more important than people's lives for some people, you know, and at the end of the day, and unfortunately, you know, they're going to say, you know, life is short. I would say that side. Life is short. And you know what? Just try your best and be your best and do your thing, you know, at the end of the day, and try and help where possible if you can. Stephanie, only 9 likes. Let's get to at least double figures of likes, guys. Stephanie, thank you so much. Please don't forget to smash a like on the video, you guys. It's so important for the algorithms and stuff. We need to get it up, guys. Absolutely. I've got a late one tonight, guys. 11 p.m. is the kickoff here in the UAE for Fenerbahce against Manchester United. Of course, it is in Istanbul, and I don't know why it's so late. God only knows, you know, why it's so late at night. You know, the game is in Turkey. I'm in the Middle East. It is quite nearby. At the end of the day, why is the game kicking off at 11 p.m., guys? I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't have a Scooby-Doo clue. Absolutely. What type of people you hate the most personality-wise? Sarcastic people, Mad Advanced. I hate sarcasm. Obviously, everyone don't like arrogance. I don't like arrogance. Basically, sarcasm is the worst type of people. People who are sarcastic, people who don't listen, things like that. It winds me up. Chronic. It does wind me up when people are sarcastic to me. You know, it's a trigger for me. You know, at the end of the day, you know, and that winds me up. That winds me up a lot. You know, a lot of things do wind me up. You know, some things. That's why sometimes it's best to stay off social media, especially if you get wound up sometimes. You know what? Just stay off it and don't even look at it, because you got so many different people, you know. And one thing I learned about social media, I learned it a long time ago, actually, is that, you know what? Not everyone is going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to have the same opinion of you. Not everyone's going to support the same football team as you. You know, everyone has different beliefs. Everyone, you know, sometimes you've got people who like, you know, pop music. Then there's people who like hard rock, you know, like Slipknot and things like that. Do you know what I mean? There's people like that. There's all over the place. By the way, R.I.P. The Iron Maiden singer died, didn't he? Iron Maiden, of course, from Leighton in East London. Iron Maiden, of course, legends of Leighton, East London. East London, Leighton have gave birth to many legends, of course, guys. Not me, of course. I'm not a legend, of course, guys, but I am from Leytonstone, of course, guys. So, yeah, Iron Maiden singer died, of course, guys. So I want to say RIP to that guy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Used to go to a pub in Maryland and Stratford. Absolutely. So Iron Maiden, a legendary band, of course, across the world. It shows you what you can do, you know what I mean? If you just have a belief and a mindset. Absolutely. Jim Watkins, your heart is in the right place, Sal. Thank you, Jim. It always is, mate. It always is. I ain't got a bad bone in my body, mate. Zaid, banning vapes here in the UK, cigarettes next, hopefully. Are they banning vapes in the UK? Where about? You're in Leicester, isn't it, Zaid? You're in Leicester, isn't it? They're banning vapes. My brother smokes vapes. Why are they banning vapes? Or they just banning it in public? I think the main thing, I used to go to football when I was a kid. And you know what? The one thing about going to football when I was younger, even at Old Trafford, is like when people used to smoke in front of you. or behind you. You used to have smoke coming from in front of you. It could be the wind would blow it in your face, and then you have people blowing smoke from your back and stuff like that. My goodness me. When you think about it now, you think about how could we smoke like that, you know, in stadiums, on airplanes and things like that. It sounds crazy, to be honest with you now, doesn't it? It sounds mad, to be honest with you now. You know, but back then we're saying why they stopping smoking in public, etc., etc. You know, but now it's like, you know what? I understand what they mean. I do. Man, my family fighting depression after Jim called our club mid-table club. You know what? Jim will be right if we lose to West Ham. That's for sure. Definitely. It is depressive for all of us, my friend. Absolutely. I mean, I almost went into depression. I needed counselling, Jim. I needed counselling after you said that. In this degree, Sal, we can control ourselves. Yes, we can. A Liverpool brings a record-breaking deal with La Liga side ready to accept Van Dijk's successor. Football 365. So Liverpool agreed. Like, I got a text message. 1 second. Let me have a look at this. So Liverpool agree record-breaking deal with La Liga side for Van Dijk's successor, guys. 1 hour ago, Liverpool struck an agreement with Adidas to become their new kick sponsor in a deal worth 300 million. And who's the player that they're after? Let me have a look. Federico Chiesa, Let's have a look at this. Let's have some of your comments. Frozen. Am I still frozen, guys? Let me know. Let me know if I'm still frozen. Let me know if I'm still frozen, guys. Am I still frozen? I don't want to draw tonight. I don't want to draw either, guys. Yeah, it's all right now. I don't want to draw either tonight, guys. I don't. Absolutely not. Let me go back to your comments. Sorry about the frozen, guys. Absolutely. You know me. You know me. Absolutely. Let's go to these. Right. Salman Khan. Are you... Big up Manatuta. Manatuta, you got my comment wrong. I never called Man United a mid-table team. What I said, we are mid-table. Yeah, that's a fact right now. Kenny, big up Sal. I think Mourinho is playing mind games. He's trying to gaslight the fans. That's what he does. That's what he does. It is mind games. What I want to see, though, I want to see Jose Mourinho after the game, and if Man United win. If Man United win, let's see his reaction. Let's see how lovely-dovey he is after the game, guys. Then we will know, of course. That's true. So big up, Jim. Yeah, the world might be run by the elites, but they can't control our minds. Absolutely, they can't control the people. And one thing about it is that the power to the people. You have to have the power of the people. The people need to get together, of course. Daniel B, keep it up, the lights up. Keep the lights up, Daniel. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Sorry about the little interruption with the stream, guys. So, is black magic a reality? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Well, there's many scriptures. There's many different types of bad magic and stuff like that you can have. Yeah, there is. Absolutely. Of course, there is. There is a lot of bad stuff. Yeah, but you stay away from that. There are books. There are actual books of spells. That are kept in the chambers of certain places that you're not allowed to touch. Did you know that? And they got different kinds of spells and things like that. Witchcraft and things. Witches exist. They exist. Yeah. Daniel, what is the person of color? We are humans. Color shouldn't matter. I think the stream is going off again. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah, no one. Yeah, absolutely. Sanjeev can gaslight his players or our players. This is what he does. But Pep does the same, guys. Pep Guardiola does the same thing. He does the same thing. He's nice and he's sweet and he's kind before the game, complimenting and stuff. But when he loses the game, you see how he is. You see how he is. We're the worst team, and the team that beats him is the worst person. It's like they actually done something because he's dog or something. Gorigo Maino will be eating bush turkey. Fenerbahce won't be having any Turkish delights tonight because the only Turkish delights will be coming to Man United. Absolutely. We're going to stuff them like a doner kebab. The only knot that I know is the one in my shoe. Absolutely. Big up, Jim. Sal is also a legend for us. Oh, big up, Nutija. You're a legend. Thank you so much for joining me. You're a legend, my friend. Thank you. Keep spreading the word wherever you are about Stretford Post, guys. Keep getting the subscribers up. We got to get those subscribers. We're climbing. We're almost reached 5,000 subscribers. Even that's an achievement for me. But you know what? I have high ambitions, and we need to get to that 100,000 eventually, guys. And you know what? I will get there. I will get there by hook or by crook. I will get there. You know me, I will get there. Absolutely. Yeah. Marino Europa League was to Eric 210, 2 Hub. Absolutely. You know what? There was a time, like I was going to say it on my membership video, Bizarre from D12, which is Eminem's group. Basically, when I used to look after D12's tours when they came to England, I also worked with Bizarre and stuff like that in Detroit and over in England as well. And you know what he said to me? He said to me, you know what? He fell out. So he fell out with Eminem. He fell out with Eminem and stuff. And I said, don't worry. He'll get over it. You know what? Sometimes memories come back. And you know what? People do come back at the end of the day. And Bizarre was on stage with Eminem last night. Yeah, at the Kamala Harris rally as well. You see what I mean? Sometimes, he was on his deathbed and stuff like that. And then he's there again. You know what? Never give up in life. You know what? Things can turn. You know what? Things turn. Tables turn, as they say. So don't forget to check out my song with Bizarre Psycho, which is on YouTube, guys. REDZZ. Check it out. Bizarre D12 and the tour and my behind the scenes with D12 on tour, of course, guys. Salman Khan, Mourinho Europa 1. Mourinho, what's that? Salman Khan, Mourinho Europa 1, Eric 2. Are you Ten Hag out, Salman Khan? Is your name or is Papa or your mummy a fan of Salman Khan? Salman Khan's a legend, absolute legend. He's been going since I was a kid. I'm back, I think, though. I'm back. The lag is sounding so good now. It's sounding like someone playing a piano. I think I'm back now. Your stream is broken. It's all right. I think that's an old comment. How long ago was that? Yeah, that was a while ago now. So hopefully it'll be all right now. I don't want to draw tonight. Yeah, I think I read that one. Absolutely. Not really piano, but anything which involves strings. Big up Mission Advance. No, all good now. Thank you, Mission Advance. Thank you for keeping me updated, my friend. Absolute Darko legend. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Manitoto, where are you from? Salman Khan, I live near Old Trafford. Do you really? What road? Sal, a great stream. Got Sal, guys. The likes up, and the subs on the channel. Much love, Sal. Yeah, keep the likes up, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the subscribers up as well, guys. Darko, it's all good. It's all good. Big up, big up. Jim, we have 2 Salman Khans here. I'm a Sal. I'm not a Salman Khan. Yes, we are mid-table, but we are mid-table. We are not mid-table. Never mid-table. We are Manchester United, the greatest team of all. Absolutely, Jim. And you know what? This is what I would say, is that, you know what, things will get better for Manchester United, I know, but things have to get better quickly, because you know what, we've been in a doldrums for too long now. I mean, I'm getting a little bit depressed with Manchester United, if I'm being totally honest with you. Wouldn't it be nice if we won a game? Wouldn't it be nice if we won a few games in a row, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 games in a row? That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be lovely. Oh, who is the Salman? Salman Khan, big up Salman Khan, of course. Manitou to how big up Mid-Table FC. UK Darren fan, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. But Mid-Table FC, absolutely not. Not by May, we won't be. I guarantee we won't be, UK Darren fan. And you will see it. You will see it live. I will be here live to remind you. I told you we're not a mid-table team. I told you we're not a mid-table team, and I will prove myself to you. And Shah Rukh Khan and Amir, of course, all obviously. Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, Salman Khan, all Muslims. All the best Bollywood actors in the world. Big up. Man, so Salman Khan, are you a roti merchant? Oh, my goodness me. You guys are going in now. You guys, man, don't make me say anything too incriminating on my stream, please. You're back, but you're not Arnold Schwarzenegger, are you? Absolutely not. Definitely not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Absolutely not. I am back. I will be back. I am back. I'm always back, guys. Absolutely. I would do my Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. Carter. Absolutely. Jim was a sad biscuit for 2 weeks. Jim was a sad biscuit for 2 weeks. Indeed, he was a sad biscuit. But he's back. Manitou to I'm right. But you know, Jim's a legend of the chat, of course, guys. Absolutely. Manitou to I'm a rice one. You're the rice one. Yeah, absolutely. You're not the chosen one, you're the rice one. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what you are. Eric Ten Hag is the nice one. Jose Mourinho is the miserable one, apparently. That is what they're calling him. The miserable one, that's what they're saying. Is that unfair? Is Jose Mourinho a little bit miserable these days? He has lost his swagger at the end of it. I do feel like he has lost his swagger a little bit. You know, back in the day, he used to have this, like, you know, this aura about him, which was, you know, likable. Nowadays, it's like an old grandpa or something like that. Of course. Manza Sal, will we eat biryani tonight or just plain rice? Depends on Eric Ten Hag, Sal. Man, biryani, absolutely biryani. No, I don't eat biryani. I haven't had biryani for ages. I love biryani, don't get me wrong. Absolutely. But you know what? Unlike those other streams, I like to watch my belly and stuff like that and go to look after myself, of course, guys. Those guys don't. They eat buckets of chicken and biryani on top of it and stuff like that. But not me, guys. Absolutely not. Me eat. Yep. Jim, why a sad biscuit for 2 weeks? I don't know, Jim. You asked me, mate. I don't know. Hi, big up GK. Big up GK. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream. Hope everything is fine with you, you legends. All the legends in the chat, the usuals in the chat, guys. Absolutely. I'm not offended by that, Sal, but curious the way you say that. Sad biscuit, you know, sad biscuit, just a sad biscuit, you know, because everyone is sad is not on Stretford Post. At the end of the day, I would say this, you know what? Stretford Post is a therapy. It's a therapy for people. And anyone who's not on Stretford Post is sad, meaning tears, crying, you know. But it's just a joke. Don't worry. Rasta Stocks, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you from New York, of course. Rasta Stocks, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope everything is good with you. It's good with you, my friend. Hope everything is good. United looking for a new right wing, pacey winger. We're looking for a lot of things at the moment, to be honest with you. We've been linked to everyone under the sun. If I'm being honest to you, we've been linked to a lot of players, you know, if I'm being honest. Absolutely. Bakayoko, yeah. I think I know he said, oh, I got this out. Yeah, it's not sad as in sad, sad as in emotional. So, guys, you know what? That is the show, guys. It was a call-in show. No one has called in, unfortunately. You know what? You shy people. No one has called in, but you know what? It is. Chatterbox is our home where we can enjoy, have full fun. Manatita, that's what it's all about. And you know what? When this channel grows, when it gets to more thousands and thousands of followers, you guys will still be the elites. Because I remember I got screenshots of everything, of every one of you who are going to be there from the start, who have been here from the start, guys. And as my channel grows, and it will continue to grow, guys, especially when I start getting people on the show, you know, of a huge nature and stuff like that. You know what? It's going to start growing even more, guys. It's going to start growing even more. So, you know what? Really looking forward to it. And hopefully you guys can join me on this great ride, of course, guys. For these 3 weeks, I've been cycling, but when I miss one show, I'll be on the next in your morning show. Absolutely. Jim is a legend, of course, guys. You know what? If you're going to be like someone, be like Jim. I need to cycle myself. I haven't cycled for a long time, guys. I haven't cycled for a long time. I need to do some cycling. I need to practice. I always keep cycling into the road, though. I'm dangerous when I cycle. That's one thing about me. You know, I forget about the brakes in front of me. Your thoughts on Arsenal fans when they said that they own Madrid? Like, bro, you faced them only once. Like, basically, how would I compare that to? So basically, Eric Ten Hag's bald, right? Eric Ten Hag's bald. So if you think about Bon Jovi in the 80s, right? He used to have this big frizzy hair. If anyone knows Bon Jovi, right? He used to have this big frizzy hair. Eric Ten Hag, our manager, is bald. It's like Eric Ten Hag going up to Bon Jovi and telling him about hair. Talking to him about hair, talking to him about shampoo and Albertson and things like that. You know, mate, you got no hair. A bit like Arsenal, I've got no European titles. So why are they talking about Real Madrid about European titles when they don't even have one? The one they're talking about is extinct. The Cup Winners' Cup. They talk about the Cup Winners' Cup. They're trying to compare the Cup Winners' Cup to the Champions League. Real Madrid have won the Champions League full 15 times. Most successful European club of all time. So, you know what? Arsenal need to pipe down. They're not even the biggest club in London. I don't know why they're talking too much. Litada, Sal, I will call you after Jim calls Sal. Deal? Absolutely, absolutely. Big up, man, Litada. Whatever you like, whatever you want. Did you watch the Champions League game yesterday? Yes, I did, Rasta. I did watch the Champions League game. Predictable, Rasta. Basically, they gave it up. Hold on, I might have a delivery here. 1 second. Hello? Okay, I'm coming downstairs, sir. I'm coming down. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, do you want me to go? Sorry, I've got a Talibat delivery, guys. So a Talibat delivery basically is like Deliveroo in the UAE, guys. So I got a Talibat delivery. My beautiful wife has gone to take the delivery for me. You know, hopefully it ain't too many big water bottles. I really do hope so. You know, because then I feel incredibly guilty. You know what I mean? I would feel incredibly guilty if that is the case. I don't like my wife lifting heavy water. Of course, I live on a third full floor. You know, so you know what. But I did watch the game yesterday. Rasta, good game. Entertaining game, of course. Living on a prayer, Kazi. I'm living on a prayer every time you know what? I'm living on a prayer that I see you in the stream, Kazi. You know what? I hardly see you on the stream these days. I'm like living on a prayer. I'm living on, you know what? Living on a prayer that you come on time at the end of the day, Kazi. My goodness, kamikaze, Kazi. Absolutely. Guys, don't forget, guys, I'm doing the live watch along later on at 7:30 p.m. The link will be in the description. The link will be in the comments, guys, for you to join in the madness of Manchester United against Fenerbahce at 7:30 p.m. UK time, guys. Yeah. Okay, Kazi. So earlier this week, made home coffee and took it out while cycling near the river on the bikeways. It's great. Get out. It's a lovely thing to cycle, especially in the countryside and things like that. I love it. Hansi Flick schooled company like his company's not good enough manager. He's not experienced enough. You know, I don't know why they got him. Mad, isn't it? Mad. So what does Anthony got to do become like Vinny Jr.? Clone himself. I don't know. It's going to be difficult. That's like saying, you know what? Asking a person with no arms how to become a discus player, a discus thrower. You know, someone with no arms, how to become a discus thrower. That's what I would say, or javelin. You know, it's a bit like that. No offense. Ralph net hat trick. Yeah, he's playing well recently. He didn't play well yet last season, though. Deliver assists, absolutely. Company is at the first season, Sanchez. Yeah, he is. You know what? But usually when you have the first season, you have that new season bounce, don't you? You have the new season bounce, guys. You know, where is that bounce? Bouncy bounce, of course. Kazi has become arrogant these days. Kazi, you know what? It's the fame and the money. It's getting to his head. You know, it's getting to his head. Absolutely. Bayern Munich got destroyed. Absolutely. They haven't played well this season, if I'm being honest. I think it's the Harry Kane curse. It's the Harry Kane curse, guys. We should get Kubo. Absolutely. He's a good player. Bro, Bayern Munich have quality players, though. Absolutely. So we are building a project. Company is just starting a plan of the project. It will get a good. It's patience, mission advance. It is patience. I do agree. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say that. Basically, company should be sacked. I'm not like that, guys. Absolutely not. I said, Sal, it's sad that we can't clone you. We can't get enough of your entertainment. Thank you, Jim. I can't get enough of you, Jim. Thank you so much. I know. You know what? I want to have two of me. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Definitely not. Crisis. Cubby won't last long. Yeah, I know. Bayern Munich do sack managers. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a great show. I'll be back later on for 7:30 p.m. for the watch along of Fenerbahce and Man United. Come on, United. We can do this, guys. It's a massive game. Let's do this. Let's be confident. Let's be giddy, guys. Not too confident. Cautious optimism. But we got this, guys. We got this. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new and smash a like on the video, please, if you could do that, guys. You've been brilliant. Thanks, everyone. I shall see you later on for the game. Come on, let's do this.